Hello everybody out there, I am Chef Jonathan Stranger and we are back with It's Your Turn to Cook, Oklahoma, and today we're gonna make an amazing family meal that's healthy, hearty, delicious, and you can make it and eat on it all week long. You can even freeze it or refrigerate it and cook it later. What is that, you ask? It is a zucchini and ground turkey lasagna. Healthy and delicious. Nice. Your turn to cook, Oklahoma.
Yeah. Oh, your turn.
Oklahoma! Woo! This is just using great ingredients to make something a little bit differently than you would normally have it, but it's just as delicious. It still has all the feels that a good lasagna is gonna give you. So, the first thing we're gonna do when you're working with zucchini, for any sort of zucchini noodle thing, zucchini is a vegetable, which means it has a very high water content. So we have to dry it out. So the first thing we're gonna do, take our zucchini, we're gonna take our top off. Now, I'm gonna use 2 zucchinis for this, and that's by a 9 by 9 inch pan is what I'm using. And then I'm just gonna shave them thin. You wanna shave them about a 1/4 inch thin. So there's 2 ways of doing this. You can just use a vegetable peeler that you might have that's got a nice wide opening, kind of clip it on the edge and pull it down. That's one really easy way to do it. Or if you have one of these, they're not expensive. I picked this up at the store. I actually picked this up at Walmart, it's like 24 bucks. This is called a mandolin. These are great for slicing, julienning, all sorts of stuff with vegetables and fruit, but be very, very careful with these because they are very, very sharp. I've used them now for 2 decades. Yeah, 2 decades. So I know what I'm doing with it, but if you want to use one, go ahead, use a guard or a towel to protect your fingertips. So we're gonna take our zucchini and just run it on down. So the first one, it's just skin, so I'm not gonna keep it. And we're just gonna 1, 2. Now we're gonna throw it in the oven. The nice trick about that is we're actually gonna also cook our lasagna at 375 degrees. So we've already got it preheated at 375 to dry it out, so then we just leave it on, throw the lasagna in when we're done. Vegetables are incredible for you. Obviously there's tons of benefits and tons of different vegetables. What we have is we have zucchini, we have our bell pepper, we have garlic, which is super healthy for you. We also have our onion, and then we're gonna have parsley. Green is good. When it comes to eating, green is good. I get it. Sometimes kids, people are like, I don't like greens, green beans, whatever it might be. This is a way to put them into something that you're gonna taste them, but you're really gonna taste lasagna, and we're gonna sneak in a bunch of vegetables. So for our first, we're gonna take our pepper. You just wanna dice it. So an easy way to dice, we're gonna go across this way, and then we're gonna come back this way. So always hold your fingers tucked back. And you see I get this nice flat side so as I'm going down, I never have to worry about getting my fingertips. All right, we've got our peppers diced. Now, we're gonna do half of a regular sized yellow onion. Cut the onion in half, boom, peel the skin. We're gonna go this way first and make our cuts. Then we're gonna go this way across and then dice. We're basically gonna make a grid, which makes dicing super easy and it's safe. And the nice thing is, all the onion's done and that root ball that we kept on there held it all together for us. So we got that, and now we're gonna do fresh garlic. And just chop it up. Okay, so now we've made our this. So what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna cook this in a good amount of olive oil. We don't wanna do it on high heat, we just wanna sweat it out. We wanna use olive oil. It's a delicious, healthy fat. When you sweat things out, you don't wanna go high heat because it's easy to burn. We're just gonna sweat it out and pull that flavor in there. And while we're waiting on that, and our zucchini to dry, we're quickly gonna make our cheese mixture. I went with a low fat, you can also get non-fat cottage cheese. It's gonna give you the same flavor, it's a great source of protein, and you can go with fat-free. Now, this is where it gets fun. So if you like spicy lasagna, perfect time. Take some red chili flakes, add it in, a little Tabasco, whatever you want. This is where you can kind of season and have fun with it. So I like green, like I said earlier. So I'm gonna take a bunch of fresh parsley, and the easiest way to cut through this, it already comes kind of bound up, just roll it up. So we're gonna go through. Now I'm gonna season it up a little further, a little bit of salt, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of just shredded mozzarella. You can use any sort of mozzarella that you want. I like shredded, it's easy to work with. It's already done. So I want you guys to see this. No color, you can see all the steam, i.e. moisture, water coming out of it. We're just getting that moisture out of there so that our lasagna doesn't become very, very watery. So we're gonna set this aside, let it cool, and finish our turkey. I love supporting Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma and I love Oklahomans. So whenever I have a choice to vote for them, I don't mean on a ballot, I mean with my money, Oklahoma products. Okay, so that quickly, we have everything ready to go to build an amazing, delicious, healthy lasagna. All right, you ready to do this? So we're gonna do 2 layers of everything. So the first thing in is a little meat and sauce. We're gonna get our cheese mixture. Now, we're gonna take our zucchini. So take it, and all you're gonna do is cover everything. Once again, depending on the size of your zucchini, it may not cover the whole pan. It's okay, it's all gonna cook together. And then literally, we're just gonna do it again. Now, we're gonna top this with just a little more of our cheese. So, one thing I want you to know is you can see that didn't take that long, but at this point you have options. You think, what do you mean, chef? Options? I thought we just threw it in the oven. We do, we just throw it in the oven. But if you have a vac seal at home, like a food saver, you can totally, things are hot, so what you wanna do is put it in the fridge to cool it down. You can save it and make it later. Or you can actually freeze this because everything's been cooked, and come back to it a week, 2 weeks later. You know, you can make a batch of these and have them in your freezer yourself. So instead of buying the stuff in the store, you can make your own healthy one and have it ready to rock and roll whenever you want. You just want them to thaw it in the refrigerator overnight if you have froze them, and then pop in the oven. We already have our oven at 375 from the zucchini, so we're ready to go. We're just gonna take it, throw it in, and wait 30 minutes, and we're gonna have a delicious lasagna, I promise. Wait and see. Oh yeah. As you can see, we got a nice caramelized cheese on top. It's hot, it's bubbling around the edges. This is what everything you want in a lasagna, but what's great about it is this is a super healthy, delicious lasagna. So all of you out there know, November, like every month, there's awareness. And this month in November, it's stomach cancer. One thing that you gotta be careful of with stomach cancer, throat cancer, is high acid and high trans fats. How do I know that? Because I personally had to deal with it. No, I didn't have cancer, but I did have what's called a paraesophageal hernia. It took a lot out of me, a lot out of my life, and a lot of what I was doing, and I could have easily avoided it. Even somebody who knows a lot about food could have avoided it by eating better and making better choices. I would work all day, cook, go home at night, quick and easy to get fast food, and I paid the price almost my life. The doctors literally told me at about 3 to 6 months I would develop potentially either throat or stomach cancer, and for those of you who know about people that have had it, know that it's a very difficult one to come back from. But it's something that we can avoid with the choices that we make on a daily basis. So the choices I make now are to eat healthy, still eat deliciously, and still make it easy when I'm doing it at home. And that's my challenge to you, Oklahoma. Be smart with what you're eating, have fun with it, that's always the most important thing. And remember, it's your turn to cook, Oklahoma.
Join us on YouTube and Instagram for this weekly series, and let us know how Healthy Oklahoma is helping you achieve a healthier life.
It is your turn to move.
Your turn to cook, Oklahoma.
Healthy Oklahoma is a program of the Oklahoma State Department of Health.
Stay healthy, Oklahoma!